This is Dear Esther. From humble beginnings as an independent Half-Life 2 mod, it has now been remastered as a standalone experience. Dear Esther is not a traditional game. In fact, it begs the question, is this even a video game at all? It's a hard question to answer. Dear Esther is perhaps the most innovative and original game in years, but not because it employs new game mechanics or groundbreaking visuals. In fact, Dear Esther utilizes almost no game mechanics whatsoever. The player starts on the edge of an island. There is no heads-up display and no clue as to where to go or what to do. The only natural thing is to move forward. The player's job is simply to walk around the island, taking in the sights and triggering bits of narrative that are sometimes scripted and sometimes random. There are no objectives to complete and no enemies to kill. This is the simplest game you'll play all year, and yet it manages to be one of the best interactive experiences around. Upon beginning the adventure on the island, the player is given a choice to take the high road or the low road. This is as complex as the in-game decision-making gets. The game's narrator will reveal parts of the story as you traverse the island, and different areas of the map will trigger different audio clips. In this way, Dear Esther rewards exploration, even though the level structure is ultimately linear, relying on one true path to the next level. Playing the game a second or third time can yield different clips at different locations, which helps paint a more complete picture of what happened while giving the game some replayability. The narrative will often correlate directly to what you are seeing or doing. Other times the narration is random, which adds to the deliberately ambiguous nature of the game.
I've begun my ascent on the windless slope of the western side. The setting sun, with an inflamed eye squeezing shut against the light shone in by the doctors. My neck is aching through constantly craning my head up to track the light of the aerial. I must look downwards, follow the path under the island to a new beginning.
Dear Esther is not a flawed experience. In fact, unlike its source mod predecessor, the technical side of the game is about as perfect as it can be. The original mod was built using Valve's Source engine, and the new version has fittingly been rebuilt on it as well. Amazingly, Dear Esther is easily the best looking game ever created on the aging technology. The game achieves an impressive level of visual quality and continuity, and runs smoother than most Source games on the market today. Some areas of the island are truly stunning, and are a joy to take in. Being forced to walk slowly around the island may feel a bit restrictive at first, but it forces the player to take in his or her surroundings, an activity that becomes more enjoyable the farther you go. The game's sound is also worth mentioning. Audio effects will trigger at specific locations, adding to the game's immersive qualities, and the original soundtrack is one of the best in recent memory. These elements combine to create an outstanding technical presentation and a truly immersive game world. Dear Esther accomplishes more than just giving the player a beautiful interactive world to explore and a story to piece together. The best films and novels challenge their audience not only to consider the human condition, but to reevaluate what a film or novel can be. Dear Esther brings to gaming what few games have brought before it, an experience that challenges the player to redefine what a video game really is. As it stands, Dear Esther is so beautifully choreographed it doesn't need game mechanics or objectives. However, it sheds a good amount of light on what the gaming industry lacks overall. Dear Esther is proof that video games can be so much more than they already are by intellectually stimulating their audience. It also shows that as of yet, interactive experiences can rarely walk the line between fleshed-out, engaging gameplay and challenging original storytelling. Still, the game is a remarkable experience. It engages the player by creating an entirely new way to experience a video game, and it does so with unrivaled simplicity. Dear Esther is an accomplishment for interactive storytelling, and is an important step in establishing alternatives to conventional video game archetypes. Thanks for watching this review. If you found it helpful, be sure to like and subscribe.